When I look back at the past 30 years, I can see a war that has got worse and worse in this country. And from my knowledge of history of this country, of the past 2,500 or maybe 3,000 years of history in this country, it is very clearly the worst warfare our country has ever experienced. It is the most destructive warfare, both in terms of the human cost as well as in terms of the ecological cost. The environment, especially in the northeast, has been destroyed by war more than by anything else, not even by the tsunami. The human cost is enormous. The political and economic cost also is now enormous. The entire state system has become distorted by 30 years of warfare. Political culture and political styles have become distorted by the warfare, by the need to be on military and footing and war footing on all sides. The war is used for political purposes, and politics has become based on war, and this has resulted in a cultural devastation. It is almost as worse as the cultural devastation that has been inflicted on us by the foreign invaders from Europe in the colonial period. I mean, even at that time, I don't think, from my knowledge of Sri Lankan history, based on the Mahavansa itself, very proud history of a single Buddhist civilization on one side and other cultures on the other side, but I can't remember anywhere a record where senior people in the country, important people in the country, actually boasted proudly of killing their own people. Recently I heard senior officials, I can't remember who it was, boasting that they have killed 15,000 Sri Lankans, in this case 15,000 supposed members of the Tiger movement. I find it, I couldn't believe my ears when I heard that someone was boasting this. It's like people are getting 500 runs in a test match. It's like boasting about cricket scores. That's the kind of culture we have in this country, which we call a civilization. You can see that in the way the media has been treated, and I'm not pointing fingers at any single government or any single political leader. All governments so far have been as brutal, no matter which party they have come from. During the Premadas period, I know that up to 30 journalists were killed, from provincial correspondent to national journalists were killed by various groups. The government officials at that time and government had been suspected at that time. Other political parties were suspected. The JVP, the Deshapremi Janata Vyapari, was suspected. The LTD was accused, but no one has been brought. Nothing has been proven. No one is brought to justice, and that has continued. Now, in the last 2 years, maybe 8 to 9 journalists have been killed. Again, we don't know who has been killed, but various factions are under suspicion. The government has been suspected on many occasions, or political or thug elements suspected to be part of the government or supporting the government have been accused of. The LTD has been accused of and suspected of carrying out killing of journalists in the past 3 to 4 years, as well as in the past. So the media situation is getting worse and worse. We have we have a media sector called the public media, but it's more like a government political media than a publicly owned media, because it is used by politicians in government power who use it in the way they want to attack their political opponents, to slander them, so publicly owned media does not bring benefit to the public, but it brings benefit to politicize individuals for political power. That is the kind of situation we have in Sri Lanka today. It is a very serious situation. It is one of the worst situations this country has suffered in its long and very golden history. It might be possible to say that the kind of devastation this society and this country is suffering today is almost as bad as the 500 years of successive 3 Western European colonizations. There is ecological damage, there is economic damage, and there is cultural and political damage. The media is one of the worst sectors to have been affected. but the economy also has been affected. As a journalist, of course, I must focus on the media and emphasize that the situation in Sri Lankan media cannot be rectified by any single person or in 2 or 3 days or even 2 or 3 months. Until the eyes of the bulk of the people are open to this reality, things will not change. That is my very pessimistic view. The bulk of the people today, their eyes are full of fantasies of military victories and military triumphs, not thinking of the repercussions and damage that it has caused and is causing. And until people wake up from these dreams and fantasies, we will not be able to put our civilization back on its golden track.